Why are you in an orange jumpsuit? Because the jury doesn't know.
Because you locked me up.
And why?
I don't know.
Were you subpoenaed to come to court?
I was subpoenaed, then y'all told me I was on another subpoena from an old judge. Y'all want me to volunteer take a subpoena. What I'm gonna volunteer and take a subpoena for?
Did you tell your father to tell us you weren't going home?
My father, he grown man, he tell you what he wanna tell you. I ain't telling that.
Were you with him when he said you weren't going home?
No.
Do you know whether he offered to call anybody?
You wanna get my dad up here?
I want to talk to you.
Okay, I know you wanna get him up here.
Why?
You know why.
Why?
You know why.
Tell the jury why.
You know why.
So you're not going to tell the jury? Was your father with you when you talked to Gator and Dennis in August 2015?
No.
Did you live with your father in August 2015?
No.
Who did you live with in August 2015?
Myself.
Welcome back to the channel. What is going on with the goings on of Love, Little D Daddy, and Sharp? Well, this is the last day of testimony for Little D, and some things came out that I believe the state didn't want the world to know. So we're going to get straight into it. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And like I said, turn on that notification bell so when I get the drop, you get the drop. And thank you for tuning in. Let's get it.
I did. What I was trying to say was that we were trying to send an audio file to Mr. Steele and counsel for the defendants, given this line of questioning, and it related to this line of questioning. We didn't expect to use this. I just want to apprise the court that it's coming. It's about a 3-minute clip. It's one I referenced earlier with Mr. Zachary's father and Mr. Zachary arguing with an investigator for the state and threatening to reach out to certain lawyers on our attempts to secure him to come in and testify. So we're down to everyone. It's not something, again, we expected to use or would have used.
Talk into the mic, please, everybody.
There is a file coming everybody's way that I'm sending now, based on the line of Mr. Steele is getting into.
I apologize. I said I would like to hear the recording so we don't waste time, because we're going to hear it later. And I'd like to hear the recording, and if everyone wants to hear it, if it's having a hard time getting through the filters, we can just play it right now if it's a 3-minute report.
Go ahead. Does this occur relative to the conversation that Mr. Richardson had with you on the phone with Mr. Zachary about needing to show up?
This conversation happened in the last 2 weeks, like when we were trying to get him to come here.
And so what would be the point of showing it? Or playing it?
For the same purpose that I understood Mr. Steele to be playing or asking this line of questioning that he was asking.
So it would, confirm that he really doesn't like the state or want to be here?
No, not so much that. I think that the line of questioning that I understood Mr. Steele to be making is insinuated that the state was intimidating is the word that he uses, often intimidating the witness or harassing him or something like that. And I had asked.
Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, it was more his, excuse me, I didn't mean to say him. Mr. Zachary's perception, the way I understand what went on, and Mr. Maxwell Sharp brought it out too, is my observation. The witness for 3 days with a lot of, I don't remember, even before the question was posed. You know, it's
clear he doesn't, you know, he's been called by the state, but that he's, you know, the state got permission to treat him as a hostile witness. They didn't ultimately treat him that way, but.
And my point is, why did you act like that? And if he says, just because that's the way I am and I'm flippant or I wasn't feeling well, that'll be it. If he says, because I've been told to come down here in January when there was no trial going on and I don't trust him, that's his answer. I'm not really.
I don't know how he, as a layperson, would know whether or not the subpoena issued a year ago was something that he needed to obey or not. I mean, I think I'd be real surprised if he thought, well, wait, this is jury selection, so this subpoena seems fishy, but who knows?
That's it, just his state of mind. So I'm not really using it. Yeah, I didn't think it was this big of a deal. I just want to get out. Why did you act that way? And he also said I wouldn't take anything from the state on medication because it may harm me or something. So I was just curious on why he was saying that. It goes through his testimony. That's what I was asking.
And I was going to permit that question. Okay. So, I mean, I don't really understand why we would get all the way down the road of this audio file, but it's come through. So if somebody wants to hit the play button. Is Mr. Zachary saying anything, or is this just his father? All right.
Hey, you got something looking for us, folks? You got a subpoena thing you looking for us? Who is this? I know you don't have a warrant, but the subpoena expired, so you got a warrant or something you looking for us, folks? Who is this? You know what you're doing is illegal, right? Who is this? It's Mr. Zachary. I got cool hair right here on the phone. Okay. I want to know what's your problem, sir. Listen to me, Mr. Zachary. Listen to me, Mr. Zachary. Your son asked the question. Call whoever you like, sir. Call whoever you like. Call whoever you like, sir. Call whoever you like. Call whoever you like, sir. I asked your son, where would he like to meet? He asked me if I was in Augusta. I told him he knew I was in Augusta. So, okay, so what we meet up for? You tell me where you like to meet at, sir. Okay, what's the issue? What do we meet up for? Sir, I'm not going to talk to you. I'll talk to your son. Oh, you're right there. You listening? Okay, all right. So what would you like to meet, Mr. Zachary? You got one or something? I have a warrant for your arrest. What? Yeah, how you gonna have a warrant for somebody in the hospital? Sir. How you gonna have a warrant for somebody been in the hospital? Sir. Who can I see? Who is your supervisor? I am the supervisor. May I please know who your supervisor is, sir? Sir, is your son willing to meet? Are your son? Police. You know your son? You can't deny. Are your son? You know you can't deny me. Mr. Zachary. Mr. Zachary. You know you can't deny Mr. Zachary. Okay. So I just take it. So I get. Violate the law, sir. You gonna violate the law. Okay. So Mr. Zachary. You know you. Please let your son know. I have a warrant for his arrest. I have a warrant for his arrest. I put a warrant out with that car to the jail. What call? You don't have shit. You lying. That is an absolute falsehood. You said that's an absolute falsehood. Absolute falsehood. I'm not gonna send you anything. I'm not gonna send you anything, sir. I'm not gonna send you anything. I promise you one thing. We got attorneys and your ass is there for this. What you doing? And you know this is illegal. You know this is illegal. You see this man in the hospital, you need to come to the hospital. And you gonna come to the hospital, I guarantee you, I get a private investigator and a lawyer on you today. Real good. I guarantee you. Real good. Who is your supervisor? Can I please have your supervisor number? Sir. Sir. Please have your supervisor number. Sir. Yeah. I'm not gonna continue to have you talking to me, but I don't know who you think you're me. I'm breaking all kind of law. Listen, it's probation officer. I don't know you breaking the law. It's probation officer. I already told you breaking the law. Your son breaking the law. Is your son unwilling to meet? You breaking the law. Is your son unwilling to meet with me? Is your son unwilling to meet with me? Do you understand? We'll turn ourselves in. We coming to the county jail. We coming in court. We'll be in court Monday or we'll come to the Fulton County jail. Go to the Fulton County jail. Do you want to go to? You ain't got to even go that far. Do you want to go to the Richmond County jail? Do you want to go to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office? No, we going to the Fulton County jail. Or we coming to court. Do you want to go to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office? No. You unwilling to do that? Okay. Hey, real good. Hey, listen. Real good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to get Thank you. What you do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into unless you want to, but you mentioned several times illnesses and you didn't feel well. And on Friday, when you came here the first time to testify before this honorable jury, you were wearing a jail uniform. Remember that?
Yes.
And you had certain types of cotton or bandages on your body that were visible. Do you remember that?
Band-Aids, yes.
All right. And you came from the hospital. True.
Yes.
And you've been battling this health issue since you were born. Is that true?
Yes.
And your health issue is something documented, right?
Yes.
And it's serious.
Yes, very.
Okay. Now, you had prior, you were called to this courthouse on around January 10th and 11th of 2023, a year before this year. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And you came from Augusta, Georgia area. Is that true?
Carolina.
Sustained.
Do you remember Lawyer Love?
This entire line of conversation about previous appearances by this witness.
Goes to bias.
I don't know what it.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. And the police said to you, and that's because Kenneth Copeland went to the police on January 11th, 2015, shortly after Donovan Thomas's killing. Do you remember that?
You said that was
Objection, Your Honor, that would call for speculation.
Don't speculate. The police discussed that with you. That was what they told you, right?
Mama.
Okay. Do you remember telling the police that Jeffrey separated because all of the, I'm not going to use the word, but all of the things that Kenneth Copeland just brings with himself?
Yes.
Okay. And Jeffrey did the same with you, right?
I had
Objection, Fade. Did the
Sustained.
Well, you already said that Jeffrey didn't have any, or you didn't have any contact with Jeffrey after about April 2000.
I started getting in trouble.
Once you started, I can't hear you.
I started getting in trouble around that time.
And what happened, Jeffrey?
I ain't saying no more.
Okay. Do you have any information to share with this jury that Jeffrey was in favor of Kenneth Copeland shooting at people? Do you have any information?
That would call for speculation.
No.
Do you have any information that Jeffrey was in favor of you shooting at any houses or people?
He knew. I told him.
Until it was over, you said?
Not even like the shooting. Like he probably didn't even know about them.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like you kind of getting off track because we got your phone records too. Alright? Just have a phone record. This is what we do. Remember when we locked you up the last time? Yeah. We went to the house and we ended up getting your phone number and stuff. And I got your phone record. Because that was your phone number, right? No, I ain't my number. Okay. Well, like I said, we can stop this right now because it's going in the wrong direction. And I don't waste your time with mine. Because this shit don't matter to me. My shit is good. This is what's gonna fuck y'all. I got the Mickey on. Cause y'all, everybody thinking the Mickey on snitching. It's the Mickey on phone number, wasn't it? Yeah. I got the Mickey on. I got yours.
One more.
And I got more. 622. 662, whatever. 700.
So the media ain't necessarily have to tell it. You know what I'm saying? Technology.
So I'm saying, that's why I wasn't pressed about coming to get you and coming to talk to none of y'all. Y'all want to talk to me? That's fine. This is the opportunity for y'all to say y'all said. This is what's gonna fuck y'all. So I feel like once again you're kind of going in the wrong direction. You said you come down here and be honest about shit. I'm being honest. You wasn't there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Kokomo. I'm sorry. Literally.
So then we really ain't got much to talk about. This shit is on you. It ain't on me. So y'all don't talk about other cases.
Okay, let's talk about that. In the beginning of that clip, Investigator Gaither is confronting you and saying she's got phone records.
Yes.
Okay. And she's telling you that she knows you weren't home all night.
Yes.
And you say to her, I'm being honest.
Yes.
That was a lie. You claiming you were being honest was a lie.
Yes.
You said, I promise I wasn't there. That was a lie.
I told y'all I was lying.
Investigator Gaither said to you, y'all want to talk to me, that's fine. This is the opportunity for y'all to save yourselves. Because this is what's going to F-U-C-K y'all. This is the opportunity for y'all to save yourselves. What did you take that to mean?
Fuck everybody.
Say it one more time.
Fuck everybody.
What's that mean?
I told you, like, I was just really making, like, at first I was making up stuff as I was going.
Let me ask you this. When you say F everybody, everybody includes Shannon?
It really was towards him and Demekion anyway.
Okay. And so when you say F everybody, you're taking that opportunity to save yourselves as it's time to start talking about other people.
Yes.
Let's talk about these lies that you told, how they worked out for you.
Your Honor, and I, with respect to the commentary, I just...
You said you were facing, what was it, 189 years?
Yeah.
Okay. You pled guilty to that 2015 case in what, 2017?
Objection as enhanced.
Late 2017.
Late 2017, and you were
I was
out of those 189 years. How much time did you end up serving?
like 28 months in Rice Street, but I had another case I won't point to.
Right, and you ended up getting 28 months at Rice Street. Total sentence for the shooting case and the gun case, correct?
Nah, I had beat the gun charge, but that
Whatever that case is.
what case?
19. Oh, you're talking about their federal case.
Nah, you say I had like 4 or 5 open cases at the time.
Okay. The bottom line is, we just talking about this one case. Facing 109 years, you get 27 months.
But I still had other cases too.
And were they wrapped into the 27 months?
Nah, it was separate.
Okay. So you got 27 months for that shooting case. You got to go home as soon as you pled, right? As soon as they released you from jail, you got credit for time served, release time served, right?
No, I said Rice Street for. I got credit for time served in court, but I still had 6 more.
6 more months, then you got to go home?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're on probation?
Yes.
Mr. Zachary, you've admitted to buying a gun for Kenneth Copeland, correct?
Yes.
You've admitted to being in possession of guns that were on the scene of multiple shootings,
Yes.
okay? You admitted to being present and making a video with Antonio Sledge threatening to shoot Shell Cal,
Yes.
okay? You admitted to posing in a picture. Oh, that video with Antonio Sledge,
Yeah.
that's part of this indictment, correct?
I don't know.
Objection, Your Honor. Foundation.
He doesn't know, he doesn't know.
Foundation. Relevance. The jury has the indictment.
You admitted to posing in a picture with a gun pointed at the camera with Demikion Garlington,
Yes.
with the cap.
Yes.
That's charged with indictment.
Your Honor.
You don't know? Were you ever put on this indictment?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance. Foundation.
Were you ever charged under this indictment?
Nah, they know they ain't never want to charge me.
Okay. So you were facing 189 years.
Objection. Asked and answered.
You served 27 months, and then you were left off this indictment.
Objection.
Right?
Asked and answered, Judge.
Yes, sustained.
You would agree that the lies you told back in 2015 and 2017, they worked out pretty well for you, didn't you?
Your Honor. Improper question, both strings.
Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I never took no plea when they were offering me. I never took no plea. And I got right out and met with Shannon lawyer and told him I was lying. Like,
Was that me?
no, he had another lawyer. But I never, even my last case I just caught, they were offering pleas for, I was locked up 4 or 5 months, they offered pleas for my upcoming cases. I never knew what they were. I never took no plea. I said 4 more years, even when they were offering me time served.
Okay.
I never wanted to take no plea, go home. I was just young at the time, and as I learned,
The truth is that you did lie, and you didn't want to be here today.
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained.
Okay. You didn't want to be here today because you knew these lies were going to come out.
no, I wanted to be here. That way I can clear the lies up. Like, I'm trying for years. This ain't that new. As old lawyer, I've been trying to clear them up. This ain't new. They know that.
Mr. Zachary, the first thing you said in that interview was that you weren't there that night.
Yeah.
That was a lie.
I told you 400 times it was a lie.
You would claim that you were at your house on Cleveland Avenue that whole night.
Yes.
That was a lie. Correct?
I ain't go to the club and stuff for real.
Okay. But you weren't there all night, were you?
No.
You claimed to have information about what had occurred though, correct?
Yes.
You weren't there, but you claimed to have information.
You see I'm stuttering, stalling, making it up as I go.
I understand. You told Investigator Gaither that you knew what happened, not because you were there, but because Demekion had come over to your house the next day and confessed to you about what had occurred, correct?
Yes.
And that Demekion had told you that him and Tay and,
Yes.
this is the quote, what it was, Shannon and Tradon were there with Demekion. That's what you claimed Demekion confessed.
Yes.
And that whole confession by Demekion was made up, correct?
I told y'all that.
That was a lie.
Yes.
You're on probation?
Yes.
Until recently, you had an attorney, correct?
I never knew about the attorney until he showed up while I was in high school.
Okay. But that is correct.
Yes.
Okay. Were you aware that in open court,
Objection, Your Honor, as to whether or not I'd ask that the witness be required to give a foundation for anything done while he wasn't in here considering the rules of restoration.
about him, were you aware that in open court, DA Love wanted to remind your attorney
Objection,
that you're
Your
on
Honor,
20 years
that is
probation?
not relevant, and that is improper, and Mr. Sharp knows that.
Sustained.
I have no further questions.